watch it doesn't work because it's our first time using our laptop.
Nah. It should be fine. Welcome back to The Last Relic. I'm Anderson. And
You know who
Gabriel.
it is.
So, we were missing for a day. Stuff's happening. Yep.
But good news and stuff. Private news, but good things happen.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, how Disney stole our souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney. A lot of lawsuits. A lot of problems.
There's some-
Family problems.
read your contracts, people. Like, apparently, like, now we might get some details wrong here, but if you sign up for Disney Plus, you can't sue Disney.
And that's like, and what I want to know is whether it just means it like straight up like if you still pay or if you signed up before.
Okay,
And is there a
so
time limit?
again, you have to read the contract. I'm not a lawyer. It's better for a lawyer to look into this stuff, obviously. But regardless of how long you've been paying, once you sign a contract, the contract does have a limit
Mm-hmm.
in time. It depends on how much time, because obviously people are just like clicking, and I think they know it, and that's why they put it in there. But they got a team of lawyers, so they knew. So putting it in there is legal, but I think you could sue based on the morality of it and its intent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, were you doing this because you know people who are signing up for Disney Plus were going to do activities that were also more of a risk, like go to the parks and take on the rides? Because
Yeah.
regardless whichever ride you go on, you're taking a risk, and then like that kind of lawsuit's gonna be big on negligence and maintenance and all this other stuff. So whatever the contract says, when you sign up for Disney Plus, there's going to be some sort of time frame. So if you sign like are you familiar with the NCAA
Mm-hmm.
agreement, right? Non-competition agreement. So, you open up whatever. You open up a restaurant or a franchise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that particular restaurant franchise. Now, you sell it back to the company or sell it to somebody else. Then you open up another restaurant in your own name,
Mm-hmm.
your own thing, because you got the experience. And it's going to be pretty much a straight competitor.
Yeah.
Now, most NCAs are for life
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to something that big, right? Now, I've heard a lot of them be 25 years. The shortest ones are 2 years that I've personally saw.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't see any contract that you sign that's just as you pay. It's like currently while you're on it, this is what it is. Because when you cancel a subscription, you're also signing a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
That like you can't do this after you cancel. You lose perks. You lose this. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody's wife, I think it was a ride, or some emergency. Oh, I think it had to do with a food allergy.
Yeah, I thought it was food.
A food allergy and Disney
They were
Park.
suing for negligence.
Yeah, because she was deathly allergic to nuts or something like that.
Yeah, she was
And-
allergic to something, and then she asked the workers, and the workers were like, "It don't got it,"
Yeah, but
and then it had it,
It had
in
it.
like very lethal amounts.
Yeah, like a large amount for it. So then, couldn't get to the paramedics in time. I think they didn't have an IP pen at the time.
No.
Anyways, yeah, like she ended up passing away.
Before we continue here.
It's all right. Like the lawsuit's not gonna be. We're not gonna stay on this topic a whole lot. But
Oh no, I was saying let me at least look whether the
Oh.
camera or whatever
if it's working,
working.
it should be.
What do you mean it's not working?
Oh no, dude! Did you screw up?
No, I think I just can't see it from the account.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I couldn't look at it.
Yeah, it's maybe because you're a freaking loser.
That's some
Yeah.
bullshit.
But anyway, so like this is it's scummy, but it's legal. It is Disney's prerogative, and it is up to us to read the contract. Now, is it morally right? No. Just because you signed a contract and it did lead to somebody's death, like I'm pretty sure like there's grounds, man. Like a person died, and now you're saying they can't do anything because they happen to watch your movies. Is that, oh, dude, you watch Wolverine and Deadpool? I know you got stabbed, but since Wolverine's got knives on his hands, you can't sue. You can't sue the Puerto Rican that stabbed you at the mall. Because you watch Wolverine.
Or the Mexican.
Or both. Which is a more likely situation, by the way.
You could have sued them, you know? Because they made you feel like threatened.
Yeah, that's a bull crap law.
You could have
by the way.
sued them for
I
like
got in
assault.
trouble for with the cops, and they were like, "You made somebody feel uncomfortable." I'm like, I make everybody feel uncomfortable on a daily basis. I could go to jail for that. Well, not jail, but a misdemeanor that can ruin your life.
Not
No,
here.
almost did.
Not here.
Actually, here, yeah.
Really?
If you get a misdemeanor, like, so you could get a misdemeanor just for running a stop sign. A misdemeanor automatically puts.
Oh yeah. No,
Puts your-
I meant. I've never heard anybody getting sued here for that.
Yeah, but here there's the. I feel threatened. I feel threatened.
I'd rather take your life and take. You know,
Yeah.
there's two ways to take your life: the legal way and like the physical way.
The non-legal.
Where you chose not to kill yourself, so I'm gonna have to do the job for you, type deal. You know.
Okay.
I got a meme for that, but that's later.
Don't worry
That's
about
when the
that.
clip gets taken out of this thing right here.
Don't worry about it.
The clip will be taken out of this. It will.
Okay. Anyways, damn fool. I went hard for no reason. Anyways, yeah, there's some BS laws. Read, and this is when people are saying like, read everything you're signing. There's some bull crap out there. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get screwed. And personal experience, I've gotten screwed for not reading stuff. Like, I think everybody's at least gotten screwed over like a car deal, buying their first brand new
Oh, yeah,
car,
easily.
buying their first car, and then it's like, oh, the transmission is shot, so in a month this is gonna fall out from under your car,
Yeah.
and you pretty much just got four wheels with no engine. Good luck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, dude, read this stuff, man. Or take somebody, like, whenever I go to buy, to look over a contract over like an actual major dealership, I take my dad.
Mm.
You know, he takes a look at everything. So even if we buy a crappy car, he knows how to he's like, no, it says this in your contract, so
Mm.
go take it, right? And he's been, he was here in the early 2000s, an immigrant, barely spoken English, buying a car. He's gotten screwed over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one time he bought a car. I think I was 5. Oh no, 6. It was like, I think his first car. He went hella fast on a school zone, and like he just Brazil,
Yeah.
speed limit's
Yeah,
more of a
okay.
suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's running, right? Cop stops him. And he's like, okay, I need your proof of insurance. And he's like, I just got the car. I don't have insurance. And it's not like Florida. Florida, you can not
Yeah.
pretty much everywhere you have to have insurance. And the cop just looks at him and he's like, this is gonna hurt. He had to go to driving school again, and he ended up paying for a ticket that cost more than the car. Because he didn't have insurance and he was in a school zone. Because apparently, like, the cop was going to probably, if he had insurance, like, let him pass. But since he has run through the system, the insurance, like, is going to flag it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no way. So he's like, this is going to hurt, man. And then, boom. Like, he didn't have to go to jail, but he couldn't take the car home.
I know that here, there's like a grace period. Not very long. It's like a week at most, and it's usually with like the plate. Like the dealer insures the plate, and the plate is attached to the car, and it's usually the piece of paper, like plate.
Yeah, they just put some duct tape over it so you can see through it, and then, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like insured, but not really. And then, yeah, if you don't have real insurance, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, and yeah, but I'm not talking about that. But Disney, some effed up stuff you did. You're already screwing everything else up, and now you're going to be like, "Hey, I know your wife died, but f you." Like, dude, just as a company, you should be like, "Hey, man, like, your wife died. I'm sorry. Like, You're one of the biggest companies in the world.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be failing at anything with the amount of money you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why you couldn't reach out to him and being like, I am so sorry. This is terrible. We would like to secretly, you know, I don't know, pay for the funeral costs or do something. I know it's not gonna make up for it. We're going to do this, but you can avoid a lawsuit by being a nice person.
Yeah.
Because I understand the implications of like, if you went public trying to be nice, other people are gonna try to take advantage. Like, oh, allergies, and then go to the hospital and be like, well, I'm suing Disney now, and they're gonna get all this money because they helped somebody else out.
Yeah.
But they could have kind of done a secret, like, called them, hey, look, on behalf of Disney, we really feel sorry about what happened. This is a tragedy. There's nothing we can make up for, but what can we do to help you? Like, would you like us to pay for the funeral costs? Would you like us to let's do something,
Yeah.
dude. Pay the guy's mortgage. I don't know, like, do something, because he's gonna have to live with that grief. You know.
Yeah.
He was there having a nice. It should have been the best day of his life, as Disney likes to claim. Like, oh, you come to Disney World, gonna be the best day of your life. This fool died. Your thing, man.
Whoever says
So it's
Disney
like-
is the most magical place on earth clearly has walked into a Bass Pro Shop. That's just my opinion.
That Pyramid Bass and Bro shop. That's like a.
Dude, I
whole
want to
freaking-
go so bad. I want to go so bad.
Apparently, other than the actual pyramids, it's
Yeah,
the biggest
largest
pyramid in the world.
Yeah.
Even larger than the Vegas pyramid, and that's a whole hotel.
Mm-hmm. Just for a Bass Pro Shop.
Bass Pro Shop. But yeah, man, like this is just awful. Like Disney, like, yeah, this is a whole new low, man. Because yeah, you've been putting all that political garbage in kids shows, in like our old favorites cartoons. There's like political messaging now about black people and sex and trans, whatever, all this bull crap that kids don't need to be exposed to. And then you're effing up the comics. You know, you're on top of that, and then your freaking live action stuff is just a cash grab and awfully written, awful CGI. And then now this. Now you're actually effing over people's lives in an individual basis. This guy's wife just died. Come on, show some compassion, man. Somebody at Disney. Dude, even if I was like let's say I was in the, I don't know, board of directors, and you're making a crap ton of money, dude. Like, at least very least $1 million a year. That's how much money they're making. Or you can't send over like 10 grand to the guy?
Yeah, but that's 10 grand I'll be missing.
A fool. You know how much money in stock they're losing? Think about it this way. Imagine you're making $1 million a year, and the next year, because you weren't nice, you're now only making $800,000 a year.
Yeah, so those 10,000 I gave away, it's gonna hurt even more.
It's gonna be worse. But if you gave away those 10,000, who knows? Maybe you would have gained $1 million, $1.1 million.
That does sound better.
Now that might not be the best reasoning, but it's something, man. Like,
But I'm still missing 10,000 if I make.
no, you made freaking 90. You actually made 100,000 actually.
And I could have made 110,000.
No, you couldn't have, because you're already effed. No, because we're still getting crap movies like Wolverine and Deadpool. That's a garbage movie, by the way. It is fun. It is crap. Remember that.
Yep.
Like, I don't care about fun. Excuse, I'm gonna go get some Powerade. You keep ranting about Disney's bullcrap.
Okay.
Oh, my neck hurts.
Let's see. What else? What else
Yo, mama.
has Disney done that's very scummy? Like, very.
Very scummy. They betrayed George Lucas, stabbed him in the back. Repeatedly.
Whatever happened to George Lucas? Man, you know, Disney reminds me of how Coca-Cola was funding wars in Africa. Remember when Nestle was doing that? Or was it they were funding a bunch of stuff in the Congo? Or just, I think just random African countries. They were just funding a bunch of proxy wars. The Coca-Cola Wars. It's got to be one of the best titles ever for anything in history. I still don't remember what the hell they were there for. Or what the hell they were trying to secure, or whatever the fuck they were trying to do there. Coca-Cola did it. Nestle did it too. That did the fucked up thing with the water in Africa too. So they could buy water bottles.
Who, Disney?
Nestle. In Africa. Yeah,
Man,
you know
they
how
make
you guys,
chocolate milk, now they stealing from the chocolates? That ain't cool.
you know how you guys don't got water, right? Now it's extra for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney. But Disney is freaking A, man. Like, remember, they do own pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Is Amazon a bigger company than Disney now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want people to wrap your head around these concepts, right? Amazon, they're doing the Rings of Power bullcrap, right? Disney, they own Marvel. They practically are gonna own DC in the next 10 years. Like, probably. Okay, they own Marvel. They cornered the market in kids movies.
Mm-hmm.
They got Pixar. The only thing they don't got is DreamWorks, right? But they got Pixar. They got Marvel movies. They got their classic Disney stuff.
They don't have Blue Sky either.
Nobody gives a crap about Blue Sky.
What do you mean?
What's Blue Sky?
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. They do. They do.
It's on Disney Plus, fool.
They do.
It's on Disney Plus.
That was crazy. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah,
It
dude.
just came to me.
They're a monopoly.
Yeah,
Man.
that was under Fox.
Yeah, they bought Fox. Dude, they own also Hulu. Like, remember, Disney owns Hulu. So, practically, they got two streaming services. One of them, they are gonna have. They don't have to remove any of their movies that are on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
So they even got something. Like, it's not doing well. Like, it's still not profitable. Disney Plus.
Mhm.
Disney Plus has not shown a profit yet. But one thing they have that, other than I think HBO Max or Max now. So Max, their Lord of the Rings stuff they don't have to take out, but they do keep taking things out. They'll take out because I think they don't have enough money to keep Max running with a bunch of content.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they take out their DC old movie collections, like Michael Keaton's Batman and stuff like that. I don't know for how long, but they did remove the extended edition of The Hobbit.
It was for a few months.
It's still not on there. It's
It
still
is.
not back.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Because I was watching it. It's on there.
Uh,
I was watching it on here.
Today?
Not today, no.
No, I think you're lying, man.
No,
I got Max as an app right now.
It was a couple weeks ago. I was watching it.
No. Yeah, you're a liar because I constantly look up this stuff.
Devin was here.
No. Oh, they do have it. Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
You're a fraud.
Wait.
I will watch it. That's
Wait, where's
that's
the-
the first thing he was able to say.
Not the Unexpected Journey.
No, that's the only one they're missing.
What kind of bullcrap is this,
It's like the worst one. It's like the one without Smaug.
dude? Lick my balls, man. First of all, the Unexpected Journey is the best one of the Hobbit trilogy. The first one is,
boring one though.
dude. Man, lick my nuts.
Out of both trilogies, the first one's always the most boring one to me.
You're just the worst type of person.
Sometimes.
Anyways, back to we're gonna have to talk after this. You freaking animal. Back to the topic at hand. Like, these companies are, like Disney in particular. Now, I think you could kind of count Amazon as a media company now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but other than Amazon, Disney is the biggest one by in the world. I'm talking about Bollywood. And like as a whole, like all of Bollywood, all of Asian cinema, Disney's still bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know, like
easily.
Disney is massive. With the amount of money they have literally all the resources in the world. Let me just paint a picture, right? They did Kenobi. So you had Hayden Christensen still in a pretty decent age. You can use some de-aging technology. Mace Windu, Samuel Jackson still alive, and he's shown interest in coming back. But let's stick with Kenobi. You have Ewan McGregor, you have Hayden Christensen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you literally have George Lucas still alive. All right, and all the novels you own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you own all the novels in Legend and the bullcrap ones you've made.
Mm-hmm.
You also have Clone Wars. And you got, I don't know, freaking over $1 trillion. And you're telling me you can pull together a good script for a show.
No.
Because there's no excuse. You have unlimited funds, unlimited interest. You got the contracts. You got all the actors there.
You got to pander, man. That's the whole thing now.
Dude, they could shut people down if they wanted to. They've done it.
What's the latest example of that happening?
Let's see. Before Elon Musk owned Twitter, they got the president of the United States off of Twitter. The most powerful man on the world got kicked off of Twitter.
That's crazy. I didn't know that was the reason they got kicked off.
Dude, like, Disney got some power, man. If they don't want you on there... Dude, they were able to alienate Gina Carano and make it sound like the masses that are actual real fans that love Gina Carano, they made the internet sound as if everybody hated her. But everybody on the internet actually likes her. Except for, like, this, like, loud group of people. This tiny group.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right. Okay.
Like, if they want you to shut up, they can get you to shut up, man.
All right. That's beautiful.
Like,
that's
it's freaking Disney. They're not. If you don't know, Walt Disney was a big fan of a certain group. I gotta tell you. You don't know about this?
What?
Walt Disney not being a big fan of the Jews.
Oh no, yeah, I know about that. I thought you said he was a big fan of a certain group. I was like, no, he wasn't. he actually actually he could have caused a thing all against himself if he wanted to.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they don't have it. They have all the resources and all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if right now somebody was like, "Hey Anderson, how would you like the freaking?" Well, I'm gonna stick to media because if I said Pentagon, you'd go ape. How would you like to run pretty much all of Marvel right now? We'll give you all the comic books, as much money as you want, freedom to do whatever you want during the day.
Whatever.
Just make us a good movie. It just has to be 2 hours long. You're telling me you're not gonna start calling up people who are professional writers, VFX artists. You're not gonna like look up what the fans have to say. You're not gonna go investigate. You're not going to do all this stuff to make the best movie damn possible.
Yes, I would. But
and they have that in spades.
But at the same time, cynically, I would think to myself, but I don't really give a shit what you want to say. It's only my thought that counts here. It's my movie.
Okay, if they give you like, hey, we need you to write Punisher season 3.
Oh, I'm going ham. Yeah,
you'll probably stick to areas of the comics, but you'll probably go into like, all right, where would Daredevil and all these people be and whatnot, and like, brother, okay, take this seriously, fool. But like, you're like, okay, here's what I liked about the first and second season. Here's what I didn't like about them. Maybe we could make the season longer, episodes long. Maybe we can.
No, yeah, there would be a lot that I would put into it to actually make it the best piece of media I possibly could. Because in the end of the day, I wouldn't be able to appease everyone, even if I truly tried.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's not about appeasing everyone. It's about making a piece of media objectively good.
No,
where because appeasing people, you're going off people's emotional state, right? Like for instance, you like Ellie and Romulus, yeah?
I thought it was fun. I didn't say I liked it.
Okay, here's one we can both agree on. We love the movie Van Helsing. Yeah?
Why'd you have to bring that up though?
Because I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Writing? 4, maybe 5 out of 10. If I'm being generous.
Yeah. Generous is a 4 for sure.
Yeah.
4 is a generous.
But you're telling... But that movie is a traditional watch in the month of October. Every year.
Yeah.
I am always going to watch it on Halloween. I'm going to watch it throughout the year, actually.
Yeah, actually.
I might even watch it on Christmas. And, like, I love that movie. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody's like, I hate it because I think the set design sucks. No, the set design objectively phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if you're like, I hate it because of the writing, I'm like, yeah, okay.
I respect
You're telling
that.
me you don't like Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing? You don't like Faramir as a friar?
That was pretty funny. That
You know,
was
like-
pretty funny.
Yeah, like I'd be like, oh, I understand if you're a fan of zombies and like, dude, there's gonna be zombies, but then they did nothing with it. Yeah, I understand why you're pissed,
Yeah.
but you can't tell me that ain't a beautiful movie. Fantastic, Dracula. Probably my favorite version of Dracula, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. Castlevania's Dracula, I think,
That
top notch for
anime.
me. Well, it's also a game series.
I feel
before
you.
an anime.
I feel you. But it's more of like, okay, translating that Castlevania Dracula to live action.
Mm-hmm. That would be hard as fuck to do.
Not only would that be hard, but if you had the chance, would you cast the same guy from Van Helsing to be that Dracula? Because I gotta tell you, they do got similarities, and you could see the passion behind
Let's just give him the little,
those actors.
the little goatee.
Yeah, and the teeth just a little more pronounced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Give
No,
her
I'm just saying.
paler, like
That's
deeper
my
eyes.
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
portrayal.
and that's
Actor wise, no, yeah, he's perfect.
yeah, because it's
He's
like
easily reusing
like
it.
Van Helsing. Like think about like just the beginning of Van Helsing. They got the burning windmill, right? Frankenstein's monsters up there, and they're all on pitchforks, right? And it's like it's emotional when Frankenstein's monster just looks at everybody and yells out, "Why?"
But even before
Like,
that,
yeah.
they show his creation they show the entirety of it.
No, yeah, which is good. But I'm talking about the emotional grasp, like of him just saying the word "why" in that way, because it was very like it felt like a Broadway stage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody bellowing out their dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and even the people that were writing were like, "Oh shoot, what are we doing? Like, are we the monsters?
Yeah.
Are we the baddies?" Like, dude, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I freaking love that movie.
Yeah.
Some of the CGI crap, but some really good.
Mainly for like the brides. I think that's like the worst CGI for it. The best CGI is the goddamn werewolf.
Yeah.
Animated
They are
every
terrifying.
hair on that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, okay, wait. So the wives, I don't mind their CGI as they're like the vampire stuff. When they die is like a problem for me.
They're both pretty bad.
I don't mind it.
Like
Because like you can tell that there's makeup.
Some of the vampire scenes for the wives is like that in like certain backgrounds you can tell like it's like super bad. And then there's scenes where it look passable for now.
Yeah.
When they die
I
though,
gotcha.
yeah, extremely horrible, super low quality. I was like, what the hell is this? I don't remember it looking because when I was like when you rewatch it as an adult and you remember it as when you were a kid, you're like, holy shit, this looked leagues better than it does now.
Oh my, man, was I retarded as a kid?
Yeah, right? Makes you question your intelligence.
No, but you're a kid, you know. And then, dude, the freaking werewolf, like,
Dude, it's like
no, and
so
I'll tell you
weirdly
what,
buff.
that movie, they did not shy away from actually showing the entire transformation of the werewolf when he's just
Yeah.
ripping his skin off.
It
just
is for sure the best werewolf transformation.
yeah.
Ever.
Oh, we gotta watch Wolfman. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
say
like
that's the best.
No Wolfman tops the design
Wait,
of
when-
Val Helsing.
The design, okay, but when was the last time you watched like what, the 1958, 40, 49, 58? The first Wolfman. The black
Been
and
a
white.
while.
Dude, watch it again. It's pretty phenomenal.
You know it's good.
Dude, it's freaking awesome. But I like that they didn't shy away, even though the CGI wasn't the best. It's like, dude, that was awesome. Like him going on the wall,
Dude, it's like ripping his own skin for the beast to come out. It's perfect analogy. Perfect. Beautiful.
Dude, just beautiful, beautiful work. Oh, we gotta watch the Wolfman.
Yeah.
I tried, like, I think I need to see what streaming service.
I tried pirating it. I got a virus.
Yeah, I got a. I am the virus.
Oh my god, it's like that video of the little kid who was looking up porn on his computer, and his mom came in, caught it, and he was talking about something. No, it's a virus. I've been trying to get it off. If you just give me the computer back, I can take off the virus.
Yeah. Or did you see that kid, like, his mom got home early and he didn't hear it, and he was watching in the living room High School DxD, and like number one comment, like, watching that in the living room is wild. Like,
Diabolical.
like you're
Absolute
a
devil's work.
monster, dude. Like,
Oh my
are
god.
you kidding me?
It's like ordering sardines and mayo in a sandwich.
No, it's just like open up a can of sardines and you're drinking it in front of like a family reunion, and then, like, as if nothing's wrong.
Man,
Dude,
I
that was
have
insane.
I have a
Like,
can
I
of-
saw that meme and they're just like, what the ever? I promise you, this is the first time, like, this show isn't like this. And it's like, brother, anybody who's watched this damn terrible show knows what the hell this is.
Man, that show has been around for what feels like a forever. To me, at least.
Let's see. It's over 10 years old.
Crazy.
Actually, 15, I think.
Damn. Okay, man.
You were 5. I'm pretty sure when that show came out.
That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild.
Don't watch it.
No. No.
Unless you want your life ruined, then I guess you could go watch
That's a
bullcrap.
relic of the past. That should not be watched by a grown man. Unless you got problems, then I guess you'll watch it.
By the way, I did see your playlist on Hulu. You're an animal.
Yeah. You know when I made that?
You're a monster.
You know when I made that, huh? Huh? You want to know
me,
how old that?
Me and Devin were like, we gotta talk to our friend.
You know how
We gotta
old that
check if
Hulu?
he's okay.
You know how old that Hulu playlist is? It's from freshman year of high school. That's
Hey,
when that Hulu.
some of them
account
said
was made.
recently played.
Whoa. Which one?
Either somebody's on your account, or
Because I haven't opened Hulu.
you need professional help.
I. No one's disputing that one, but no, I haven't been.
Literally,
using
after
Hulu
I
at
saw
all.
your playlist, I'm like, I think our buddy needs a hug.
Because all I've been watching was Justified, and I haven't touched anything else on
Isn't
Hulu.
Justified? Is that an FX show?
I think. I don't know. Oh yes, it is. Yes,
I know
it
it's
is.
just. I'm here for you.
Nah, man.
But
I need to continue Justified. It was getting
Yeah.
so good when I was watching it. Fuck.
dude, did you see the Rings of Power trailer?
Why would I?
It is abysmal.
I know we're doing YouTube, but I'm not subjecting myself to such a fate.
Right now, Peter Jackson's on my hit list. I'm kind of pissed off at him.
Why?
Cause I want World War Him to be good,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Now, like, this is my copium, right?
Go, yo. Okay.
The only
You're gonna be huffing hard then.
yeah, cause I analyzed the trailer, right? But there's just too many problems. Now I'll tell you what. This is the only hope you can have if they're marketing it, which is terrible marketing strategy. The way they did Furiosa, right? Because they girl bossed the trailer. Like, the art looks great. The epicness of the music and everything, awesome. The sound, the art style, everything screams epic. But it's the whole girl boss bull crap,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because, like, if you break down the trailer a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says, I don't want to marry you. you don't need that scene because that's a modern day bullcrap thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they forget that back in medieval times, in these fantasy worlds, this is a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
This is not like something to for love or whatever.
Yeah, but this is also high fantasy.
Yeah, and they still do that.
Not all the time.
Dude, have you not read some of the older stuff in from the Lord of the Rings world, like Middle Earth?
Oh no, I was just saying a high fantasy in general. Not no.
In
On Lord of the Rings,
Tolkien's,
yeah, they do it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
It. They do that stuff because they also want to make it somewhat real, right?
Mm-hmm.
A mythology that's real. So now an Oliphant, yeah, it's gonna be in there. If people, those who don't know, this time it's 200 years before the war, the last war, right? The War of the Ring. This is how Helm's Deep got its name from Helm Hammerhand. He they pretty much take over what's it called, ecologist, or what's the where's the place called, Rohan's Ecoladris? Yeah, so the wolf and the Easterlings and whatnot, they take it over. Then they all flee to what we know as Helm's Deep.
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to hold off and win. But there's currently, and this is where George R. R. Martin kind of took the whole thing, and an idea for, a lot of his ideas for Game of Thrones was, there was the long winter, right? So people died of disease, people died of starvation. Like, this is not supposed to be a very nice era, right? Like a lot of crap happens.
It's still Third Age, right? Or is it Second Age?
No, this is the Third Age. Because the Third Age, I think the Second Age is only like in around the 2000s era. This is already 3000s, and it's like early on, because the Second Age, I think the Astari only come in the human form in the Third Age.
Yeah.
Because
and
this is also the time where Rohan, Isengard is owned by Helm Hammerhand.
Yeah.
And then Saruman comes in and pretty much takes it off their hands, and then he has Barad-dûr, and he has the realm of Isengard, right? So, and at this point, he's still a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like how he forms his alliance and his friendship with with Rohan.
Yeah, because Gandalf is the last one to come in.
Yeah. And so, and Gandalf's already alive and well at this point. He's known about the hobbits.
Yeah, but I thought he was the last wizard to come to Middle Earth. Because the two blue ones come first. Then it's Saruman.
No, I believe they all come to at the same time in different, because they all have different roles. I think the White Wizard's the only one that comes first, and then everybody else comes.
No,
because you got the two traveling wizards.
The two blue ones come before Saruman.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. They were the first ones.
Okay.
Yeah, because he reunites with them in the east before Gandalf and Radagast get there.
Okay. All right, yeah, but the time frame isn't that big.
I guess not.
Yeah, because it's like they're.
And if anything, there's also the possibility of seeing Gondor in there too.
Oh, there's a massive possibility, because there's war happening everywhere at this point. There's a bunch of like points where that people are fighting. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening. Like the Easterlings do invade.
Yeah.
Like they come across. So, yeah. Anyway, so like there's the whole like, oh, I don't want to marry you, which doesn't make sense, because in their conversation, he's like, I ask like my son for her hand in marriage, blah blah blah, and then he's like, you seek a throne, not a marriage, like not a unification of our houses and whatnot. And they, inside the throne room, they're just pretty much like, let's go take it outside, because there is no fighting there. It's a place of respect.
Kills him.
And then he kills him, right?
Kills him.
And it's because his dad's a pussy and can't take a punch. And then, which also the way they wrote it a little bit doesn't really make sense because he's like, you'll pay it by you'll pay for this by your death. One like that's a very good way for the king of Rohan to be like, well, then I'm putting you in jail if you're right now taking revenge against me for killing your dad. So why would I let you free after you already made a threat?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So okay, now just by that trailer, the rest of the movie should not happen,
Mm-hmm.
unless
I thought
he
it was a
tricks him.
series.
It's a movie. It's gonna be in theaters. Yeah.
Damn.
So now she takes up arms, and then there's a line in there where like this lady's talking to her. I don't know who it is, but she says like, the people need hope, like, and you fighting is not that hope.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, what people, who, at what point is this taking place? This conversation, because that's also insane, and this is the appendices, and apparent like this is pretty much a dick measuring contest against Amazon, because Amazon wrote Rings of Power, which all they have rights to is the appendices, but Warner Bros. Also has right to the appendices, which where this story comes from,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I don't think
Dick measuring contest.
Yeah, they're just pretty much like, hey, we could write a better like girl power movie than you can, because they did Rings of Power and that was garbage. Now, War of the Rohirrim, I don't think her name is even mentioned in the appendices. I don't think so. And then we get her name now, Hera. But if she, so like, what are they gonna do? Like, because she's all girl bossed. That's how they portray her. Because if it's like she's actually fighting Wolf is battle hardened. He's been into war multiple times. He's been training since birth to be a warrior.
Mm.
And there's no way this twink chick is going to be able to fight him in hand-to-hand combat unless he's taking it super easy on her because he doesn't want to hurt her.
Mm.
That's the only way that they're going to be able to fight.
Mm.
Because even if she's had 4 or 5 years of training versus a guy who has over 20 years of training, this is not going to happen.
Mm.
Right? She now this is also a modern take of like women like, I don't want to be a princess, I want to be like a shield maiden, I want to fight with the boys or whatever, like be a tomboy type thing. We saw that in Game of Thrones, which they actually did it pretty decently with the girl, the little one, Arya, right? She didn't want to be a lady and all that stuff, but she was also put in a position where she couldn't be a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She was running away for her life, and she's like trying to survive. And throughout the whole show, other than the end, she's getting her butt handed to her. She tries to pull out her sword. She's been training, but even with her training, she's still a girl, and she's still little.
Yeah.
Like, even the Hound is like, he won because he had armor and a big effing sword. So get out of my effing way. You know, like he's teaching her about what life really is. And yeah, and that one made sense. But like, it would be nice to see, hey, look, I don't want war. I don't want to go to it. I do want to be a princess and be a lady, but I want to be able to choose who I marry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be happy. You know, that would be like a nice twist instead of like, oh, I want to be a freaking, and we already got that in Lord of the Rings with Eowyn. She didn't want to go to war necessarily, but she didn't want to just stand aside. Like, she didn't want to be a shield maiden, but like her personality is like, I can't just like let things happen. I want to do something.
Yeah, she couldn't stand. I believe.
So it's a very different thing too, and then we see her running away from an Oliphant, maybe even fighting it because she picks up a spear. And the way she did, like, she turns around. I'm like, what the freak is that? The music is great, all of it, but then you get the line of it's like you should fear me or whatever, and it's like, okay, you guys go boss this. This is nothing we needed to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we giving you the good graces. Hey, Peter Jackson's in it. I think the director is the guy who plays Gollum. I'm not sure.
Andy Serkis, really?
Yeah. Philippa Boyens. She helped write the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the script, and I don't know what Peter Jackson's involvement in it is, but he's in there. If he's executive producer or something, like, dude, you're on my list, man. Like, I'm still gonna praise you for doing the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but man, what the hell, man?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should be stopping this kind of bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. Hopefully, they just have really bad marketing team and be like, let's market it for these feminist bullcrap, like, slut bags, and then we actually made a good product that honors Tolkien.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the biggest thing. If you're gonna dishonor Tolkien, like, F you, dude. There is no, like, redemption of that. Like, you had the keys to the kingdom, and then you just spat on somebody's face.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I want to know. I really want to know his involvement. And again, Warner Brothers, these companies, Warner Brothers is almost bankrupt. So, like, yeah, a little bit, but they still don't have an excuse if they have all the resources in the world to, like, make something great. Now, the good thing about this, they could say it's part of Peter Jackson's world and whatnot, but it's also animated.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, even if something's connected animated and live action, it's only canon until it's not.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it's like Peter Jackson, maybe they're testing the waters, and Peter Jackson's like, sorry guys, I'll fix it by doing the same movie and not doing all this bullcrap, but making it live action. Boom. And then he could, like, maybe this is his way of, like, going after the studio and be like, I don't want you guys' involvement. Because, look, you guys did it again. You effed it up. Just as you did The Hobbit. Now let me take this. Redo the story in live action. And then we'll see what we could do.
Yeah.
But not make it all girl power and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, damn, son, that's... I want to like it. I want to like it so badly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. We'll see if there's a second trailer that comes out before, because it's coming out on Christmas. I doubt there's going to be a second trailer before, but might be.
Probably.
Yeah, it's less than 6 months.
This movie's now, what? It's 2-3 trailers at most.
Yeah, something like that.
So, yeah. It'll probably get a second one.
Yeah.
Like, maybe a month or two before release to try to build more hype for it. And, like, just having the name Lord of the Rings attached to it, usually it meant hype. I don't know how people look at it now after Amazon's ordeal. Like, I know it's still pretty much hype for a lot of people. But
well, Amazon did that on purpose. They put Lord of the Rings of Power, which Elijah Wood even came out. And he is a little woke, too. I don't like everything he says, but he did honor Tolkien. He's like, I don't know why they're using Lord of the Rings, because the Lord of the Rings is only the third age. And this doesn't take place in the third age. It just takes place in the second age. So that's why Gandalf doesn't make sense. They brought Gandalf in the first season.
that's supposed to be Gandalf?
Yeah, the hobo from space. Yeah.
The Stranger, or whatever the hell they name him?
Yeah, the loser douchebag. I would use other words, but it's not legal on YouTube.
Why Gandalf there?
Because it's a wizard, and they're trying to pull things.
The Istari.
They're trying to pull things to make it better, to make it, like, a thing. So, like, look, they got Tom Bombadil in there.
Where?
Rings of Power.
Huh? Where? Is it in the second trailer?
I think he was in the first season, I believe.
Who the fuck was Tom Bombadil?
Definitely gonna be in the second season. I don't know, man. It's very forgettable for me.
Tom Bombadil. Who the fuck was Tom Bombadil? Dude, now you got me questioning, because I did watch the show. And, like, now I want to know, who the fuck was Tom Bombadil? It's the hardfoot little black jit. It's gotta be him. Gotta be him.
Oh yeah, I forgot they made the Hobbits black. 0 cents.
They're not black. They're just weirdly tan. They're like mixed. There's that guy's black. That guy's black. I don't know about the rest. The rest are iffy. They're like differently colored.
It's pathetic. That's
They're
what
really
it is.
diverse.
It's just pathetic. Like, it's freaking gay. Like, bro, like, again, Amazon, trillions of dollars.
Yeah, but they got that secret level thing coming out, and that's hype. That's real hype. That's all. They got a Warhammer episode. Ooh,
Okay,
finna eat so good.
So, but that's not anything connected to Henry Cavill, right? Secret Level.
No.
The-
Games Workshop came out and they were like, "That's a completely different project from what we got going on."
So this is directly Games Workshop working with Amazon.
Yeah, they were like, "We got this, then we got Henry. Two completely different projects. We're still working. And yes, it's a Space Marine thing, and it's like, God damn it! I know that you make money, but please give me some Tau content, please. I want to see one of these mechs. They only got one animation for the Tau, and it's mediocre
It's mediocre.
at best. And then I guess they got that little trailer Devin was showing us for the new Kill Team thing. And what's so funny is I watched the live stream where they were releasing that Kill Team. They were like, it wasn't really necessary for us because we were pretty happy with the rules. And I was like, so why the fuck did you guys make it? It's just a way for you guys to get more money then.
Yeah.
It's changed the rules.
So, okay, when I watched the trailer for Secret Level, it looked like it wasn't just Warhammer. Was there other things?
No.
there?
It's an anthology series that includes a bunch of different
IPs.
IPs. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
because they remind me of Ready Player One.
Kind of. There's one episode that's supposed to be like that. It's just a mix of stuff. Because I think that's where the Kratos scene comes from.
Yeah. Like it's not. It wasn't super memorable for me, except for in the beginning with the Space Marines shooting a bunch of things out.
Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
badass,
Like
right?
I was like, oh, that's tight. And then everything
What's it
else,
called?
everything else in the trailer confused me, and I can't remember it. I just do remember seeing that there's different things.
Because hold on, there was a list of games I was looking at.
Yeah.
The one I'm not
like,
fucking happy about it being included was Concord, but whatever. Yeah, Pac-Man.
Well, yeah. I
Warhammer.
saw the Pac-Man thing at the end. So like the thing with me.
Armored Core, I saw the Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
one
I saw it.
because you see the clip of the dragon. Exodus, Outer World, that's aight, and then Ghost of Tsushima. Hype for the Ghost of Tsushima.
So is there gonna be more, or is that just what they showed us?
No. It's just like it's supposed to be a bunch of episodes, and then there is like a couple more.
Yeah, because like with this trailer, you don't get any like this is gonna be the plot. This is gonna be. It's just like this is awesome. Be ready for it. It might be really good.
And as usual, anthologies go, it's a isolated story that yes takes place in that universe, but you can do without it. It's like a story that doesn't get referenced. It's just like it happened, and if it somehow gets referenced later, it got referenced.
Like cool, but it's like whatever.
Yeah. It's just
a
extra
fun time.
content. Yeah.
Like this is just gonna be a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
With
gonna
the
be a-
Warhammer
It's gonna be a
one.
one-off thing.
Yeah, with the Warhammer one is like, well, shit. So like every story in this fucking universe.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm fucking excited, man. Oh, it's just that fucking Concord piece of shit game. That's just I've never been added to that list, man.
I don't even know much. I don't game all that much, man. I don't know much about this Concord thing.
There's a lot of pretty colorful words I got for that game. Starting with an F.
Yeah, what would that be? What would that word be? British cigarette.
Yeah. It's like it's another like shooter. I think I don't know. I couldn't give enough of a fuck to find out what the game actually was. It's just the character designs, ugly as fuck. The ugliest beings in some of them are passable, but majority of them ugliest beings in existence. They got
Like Mary Jane from Spider-Man in
Worse.
the PS4.
worse. It's like that. It's like that stupid.
Dude, I'm so sick of seeing ugly people on screen.
It's like the
It's
dwarf,
annoying.
the dwarf from Rings of Power, the wife. Pretty much her as a character in one of those. It was super fucking freaky, and then it's just a stupid fucking loser game, man. It's straight up. It's straight up Sweet Baby Inc. bullshit. It has got 57 active players. And that's the peak it ever got. I don't know who the fuck developed this game, But whoever did lost ton of money on this shit, and they were like, "Well, fuck. Guess there goes my like God knows how much I spent on this game, like a couple $1,000, yeah, or more. I don't fucking know. Game sucks cock. Nobody likes it. If you do like it, kill yourself. Do us all a favor, because that game dog shit, dog shit. If it picks up ever in the future, like fucking Overwatch 2, if it ever fucking picks up, I've lost all hope. That game sucks absolute dog shit. It's like Valorant. Who the fuck plays this shit, man? Just play CS:GO. Just play the regular one.
Do you think Dom plays it?
No. He was shitting on it with us.
Okay,
So.
okay, good.
And if he fucking secretly plays it, I'm gonna kill him. Because it was like X Defiant. That game was just Rainbow Six without the Rainbow Six part. It was just the same operators from Tom Clancy's games without like the whole like breach and shit, you know? It was just them in like shitty Call of Duty maps. That's it. Dog shit free to play game. Like fucking Warzone. I fucking hate Warzone. You know what? I hate a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, man, you're a little salty on this though.
I gotta revisit this Warhammer shooter from the PS2. It is about Tau. Ooh, it's called Fire Warrior.
You know, and here's my problem with Amazon. They come out with this stuff, right? They got the Terminal List. They got Reacher. This secret level thing. They had the announcement of Henry Cavill and Warhammer. You know, they got some stuff going on, man. And then you come out with Rings of Power.
And then season 2 still in the works for Fallout.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah, and they did come out with Fallout, even though it sucked. A lot of people loved it.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, it sucks.
I
Donkey
loved it.
dick.
I loved it.
And no, it sucks.
I loved it.
You can love it all you want.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love it.
Stop. You're gonna make me say things that are gonna kick us off YouTube. It's gay, but it sucks. Even though if you love it, fine. It does suck.
A lot of people love it.
Yeah, those people are called retards. Yeah, a lot of people love Twilight. You're gonna watch that?
I've seen some of them.
Queer bastard. Anyways, they have this stuff, but like Jeff Bezos was like, I want our own Game of Thrones. I'm like, you can have something better. It's called Tolkien. Like the things Game of Thrones tried ripping off. And like Game of Thrones is its own thing. Like it's definitely inspired by stuff. It's not like what's her face? The chick that wrote Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. She definitely stole things instead of being inspired and adapting it to her stuff.
Like
she
what?
was inspired by some stuff. Like, well, it's very close to Star Wars, I'll tell you that. Like, you could think about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like, oh, this is like Star Wars. Like, I think this is Star Wars with super garbage lightsabers. like,
Yeah.
like, my bad. Sorry, I hate on people's parade. Anyways, I love that meme that I sent you. That like, oh, people who grew up watching Harry Potter became like bisexual, or like wizard chodes or whatever, and those who watched Tolkien became Christians with guns.
Yeah.
One of the best memes ever. But like, anyways, Disney also, remember they did buy Marvel right at 2012, so right after the first Avengers movie.
Did they?
Yeah, and so they had a bunch of good stuff going on, because like 2015, like that's when Force Awakens came out, and they bought they bought Lucasfilm in 2012, so they already owned Marvel. So yeah, we saw Marvel have its good era, have some bad movies and good movies. Like obviously Thor: Dark World came out, but then Winter Soldier came out. And then you got like movies that were like half and half, like Ant-Man, but then you got Civil War. Like there was like a back and forth here. Like they're trying and they're getting their groove and all this stuff, and then we got Infinity War. I don't like that whole nanotechnology bullcrap, and like too many jokes in Infinity War, but it is a good movie. and then you get Captain Marvel, and then that was the downhill spike from there because then you got Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then you got Endgame, and that all sucked, and then you got a decent Spider-Man movie, which was the number 2, and then everything else was garbage. Then No Way Home, more garbage. Now Wolverine and Deadpool, which is still garbage, and more garbage to come.
But it's fun garbage. It's like brightly colored garbage. It's like passable garbage.
Yeah, if you turn off your brain, I guess you can enjoy it. But anyways, yeah, any involvement with the TVA is kind of null and void of something being good. Which is true. Like if you analyze it, like TVA is, it destroys everything. So, yeah, like I think people need to realize, like Disney does, they know how to listen when they want to. They know everybody's comments. They know these people out here, like these YouTube people that we like that do reviews and stuff. Like they're listening.
Yeah.
And even some actors are coming out and talking about some like things here and there. But like the people have spoken. You know, like that's why YouTube is becoming bigger than Hollywood, is because it's a land of authenticity, and it's very hard for Hollywood to infiltrate that because they don't know how to be authentic anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're getting people that are unfiltered. They're gonna say the hard R. They're gonna do whatever. You know, like these are real people on the internet, and people are gonna come in. I don't know what that was. Who did that? People are gonna come in and.
I know you. And it's like
I saw a thumb.
Yeah, you can do it, and then it'll like pop it up. But now I don't know why it's not doing it anymore, or whatever.
That was weird. No, like people, like these studios, they are aware of what people think of them, but they tend to only want to listen when somebody says something good, because then it like strokes their ego.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, I know I heard 30 negative comments, but that one positive comment from an actor and not a person, and then a person who has like an anime profile picture, not even a real person. These freaks with pronouns in their bios are like, I love this show, Rings of Power is the best, and they're like, I'm gonna listen to that person because it makes me feel good, instead of being like, hey, look at all this criticism. I hate this because it's freaking gay and retarded.
I hate this because it's dog shit.
Yeah, and then they actually break it down, and you're like, being too negative over the thing I created. Like,
that is a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. But they are aware of like what people have had to say.
Yeah. No, yeah, they know.
Yeah, so that's the annoying part, like. And that's why freaking Disney. Man, I remember when I was a kid, and till this day, my parents have not taken me to Disney. I remember they're always like, "We're gonna take you to Disney someday." And that was like the line.
Every time.
The immigration line. I was like, "Hey, if they ask you, we're taking you to Disney." Why do you want to come in the country? Because we're going to Disney. Never happened.
Every time we're supposed to go to Disney or Universal, we end up doing something completely different that feels more worth it to us.
Just having a barbecue in your backyard?
No, not really. Okay, there was one time,
yeah.
My birthday, we were supposed to go to Disney. I think Galaxy's Edge had just opened or whatever. And then I was like, it's hype. But I could just spend the money we would spend on the vacation getting shit I want. So I did that. That's when I got my computer and I got a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, that's best decision you've ever done. Because, dude, it is garbage. I still have to do a review on it.
It was like opening months of it. So it was like the best time
and things were still shutting down in those opening months. I think the first day that Kylo Ren ride got shut down or something like that.
Because I wanted to go for like the whole lightsaber experience, and I was like, it looks super cool, and I would go one time for the experience alone. But at the same time, it's like,
yeah, and then you found out the lightsabers are a giant 2-grip hand dildo.
After a couple of weeks of it, and I went to the convention and I got my first lightsaber, the NeoPixel one. I was like, oh,
This is
shit,
awesome.
this is the same shit as Disney, and this shit is badass.
It's actually better than Disney. Disney doesn't.
Yeah, I know it's
even like,
I know it's
it's
better.
not even real NeoPixel.
I know.
Yeah,
It's not
terrible.
NeoPixel at all. It's just RGB.
It's just LEDs in it actually.
Yeah. And what
Like
was it? 'Cause
regular ones, like they
I
get
bought-
at Costco.
I bought the Legacy Luke lightsaber,
Okay.
and I was gonna display it with the blade in, and then I saw how fucking fat that the thing was. I was like, "You're gonna tell me a Chinese company can do better than you guys at this?"
And for like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, because I've seen like super good looking ones, and they got reviews with pictures and everything. And why the fuck does it look so much better than you guys's?
I don't know, man. I can't tell.
Like I remember I watched an entire video of a dude like changing the false wood parts on a Savi's lightsaber with like balsa wood because it wasn't actual wood and it was weird rubber, and he made it with like actual like little like crafts wood, so that it would feel a little better to his ego that he just spent that much money on that shit.
douche.
I would fucking kill myself.
Douchebag.
I would fucking kill myself. It's as simple as that.
No, yeah, like man, but like, and that's the thing. Like when I was a kid, like that was the dream. My sister went on her honeymoon to Disney,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was still magical for her because it was the princess stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Cinderella, Belle, the classics,
Mhm.
right? So to her, she went to Magical Kingdom, and she had a blast, Minnie and Mickey, and she wasn't into all this political stuff, so she didn't know what was going on
Mm-hmm.
politically, right? So for her, like everything was still like as a kid, like, but as boys, boys going into manhood, like we realized the writing behind the wall, especially Disney. Disney was a girl brand, by all intents and purposes. It was a girl
Mm-hmm.
and kids brand. You got Toy Story, which is phenomenal, great trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
No need to watch further than that.
Mm-hmm.
They, they bought Pixar. They had The Incredibles. It was very much kids, but then it grew into, but then it was still a girl brand, And then, because they kind of did away with actually putting Mickey in the forefront,
Yeah.
which was kind of annoying.
Because I think Mickey's last movie
Was it Fun and Fancy Free?
No.
I love that movie.
I think it was the Three Musketeers, like the actual last movie where he was like,
Him, Goofy, and Donald.
yeah, the main focus.
Yeah. Well, last important one, anyways. Because the other one, like, if there were more, like, they're lost in the ether. I can't reference
I
them.
love the Three Musketeers.
Because it's, like, they should have kept with it, and they should have stuck to what they knew. Now, yeah, they were doing well when they started going in. Little into live action. Cinderella was actually a good live action remake.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty and the Beast, I think they dropped the ball a little bit on the Beast. They tried to make that whole gay scene at the end, which wasn't really gay. Like, you could...
With the clock or whatever, right?
I don't know if it was the clock.
It has to be the clock.
It was with Gaston's, like, little henchman dude. The Foo or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Might have been him and the clock. But and then they were like, even Ian McKellen was like, yeah, I think it was tasteful. I'm like, no, it's not tasteful because that this is still catered to kids, even though it might be PG or PG-13. Like, this is Beauty and the Beast,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, it shouldn't have any of that messaging in it. And that was their first, like, test of the waters, I think, was Beauty and the Beast. And then just terrible remake after terrible remake. We got Mulan, atrocious, especially compared to the original. And then they kept changing it, making a live action adaptation, which it was weirder and badly scripted from the first one, because Cinderella was almost copy and paste from its original version.
Because after Cinderella was what? Jungle Book?
I don't know. I don't know the order it came in, but I know Beauty and the Beast was like a really hyped one.
Yeah, it was Jungle Book, then Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Because then The Lion King.
Yeah, and so you know, like, and then so I'll use my sister as an example. She was more like, yeah, it wasn't that like the cartoon is better, so, but you know, it's whatever they tried. So that's was her thinking of it, stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then someone like me, I was like, no, I'm reading between the lines. Like, what are they doing? They're pushing some sort of agenda, it seems like, but I can't figure it out. It's like, why have this whole gay thing? And then you see that Disney started hiring drag queens to be the princesses in the park and doing all this stuff. Like if you go to Disney World right now, I think actually Disneyland mainly. Um,
Yeah,
there's
because
like there's like a drag queen in Cinderella.
that probably ain't gonna fly here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there was some stuff happening over here. Like eight, almost a year ago, I think they arrested over 100 workers at Disney because they were all involved in child sex trafficking. A lot of them were like in their 70s that were like kidnapping children and stuff. And
That's crazy.
yeah, there was like a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening. But yeah, like, and then you hear these controversies, and then you know, Bob Iger, he knew how to do was buy things. He didn't know how to do. He's not creative.
Yeah.
So all these people that are ahead of Disney, and the board of directors, just like many board of directors do, they only care about numbers. They don't really care what's going on
Mm-hmm.
internally. Like, why are these ideas like? You guys came out with a superhero movie, but it didn't make as much as this last one did. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, the CEO and everybody else the creatives have to explain, and they're like, oh, okay, I understand this, but like this budget was this much, so we should tone down the budget for a movie like this if we're only gonna make this much, and you know, this all jargon, it's all numbers, but then again, you get people that are like, they're trying to look for a win, like, hey, you know what, I'm only gonna do this if you allow us a little more freedom. Like Ryan Reynolds, I don't doubt that he might have liked the whole TVA idea, but I bet him and the director and Hugh Jackman were very creatively involved in this, where they didn't allow the studio to do a good many things, right? But again, they look at numbers. So right now, and it just makes me sad because it used to be a really good company, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, there's most likely gonna be a She-Hulk season 2, because at the time the numbers did good in a way,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And like, I think you gotta remember the hype, right? We were getting Mark Ruffalo in it, and then I don't think Megan Thee Stallion or whatever her whore name is was a draw, but she was like promoted in it. And She-Hulk was a decently successful comic.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't more successful than the Hulk, but people accepted it, and we liked seeing it in the comics, her and Bruce Banner interact. Now with Professor Hulk, that was insane. That was stupid. Um, and the whole show, there's no premise. All it is how can she have sex with as many guys without feeling judged? Is pretty much the premise of the show. And now they picked up Daredevil. Got the stuff from Netflix, and now they're doing Daredevil Born Again, and they put Daredevil in the show, the same actor, and I think the actor for Daredevil, the actor for Kingpin, they were forced to do it because that was their way of like, we'll do like a Daredevil show if you guys are in these shows as well. That like nobody cares about Kate Bishop. Nobody cares about this version of She-Hulk. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. But they're in it, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a payoff, because seeing the Kingpin in these shows was awful. It wasn't like the Kingpin we knew.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil does the walk of shame, which men do not do. It makes zero sense.
Mm-hmm.
Takes off boots and walks in his bare feet after he bangs a chick. And then like the running joke was, this chick is so ugly that the only guy she can get to F her was a blind guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody wanted to F She-Hulk, nobody wanted to F the chick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So then, like I think that's why she's getting a season 2, not only because the numbers did relatively decent, but we also are getting a show that Daredevil's in it, so people might go back to see the scenes of Daredevil in She-Hulk. Like, did they f with it? Is this gonna add to some sort of the story, his character this way and this suit and whatnot?
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope Daredevil Born Again is gonna be super awesome, just as good as Netflix, if not better, and no reference to She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a one-off thing so they could do the show. That's it. But that's having hope, and I don't really have hope.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have realistic hope. It's like, I hope, yes, everything that I watch is gonna be good, but I am expecting a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Fair enough.
So it's just like, yeah, Disney's really effed us up, man. And they're in control of this stuff. Like, they are in control of this bullcrap
Mm-hmm.
that we love.
Yeah.
And they're like, why do you guys care so much? It's just a movie. Well, this was our stuff before it was yours, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to go to the comics. I used to be there Wednesday mornings waiting for a comic to come out of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was there when, like, freaking hearing about, like, having this super long line, and then other people are telling me, like, yo, they killed Captain America in Civil War, man. They killed him off. And I'm like, dude, there's no way. We've heard that before. There's no way. And then you read the comic and you're like, oh my gosh, he's actually dead. There's no coming back from this. He's dead, man. And it was like the end of Captain America. And I was like, and you saw Iron Man's manipulation of Spider-Man, and then like Spider-Man hates Iron Man, because in the comics it makes sense. Like, Iron Man stands for everything that Spider-Man is against.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they would never be friends ever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man. It was like, this was for us to get away, and then we were so happy we were getting this stuff. And I remember the era where, like, man, wouldn't it be cool to get this in live action? You know, a cartoon comes out, and it was awesome. Like, wouldn't it be awesome to get that in live action?
Yeah.
Including, like, Ben 10. And then we got that dude, but we forgave it because it was like, oh, this is like a TV studio thing. Like, yeah, it probably wasn't going to be as good as, like, a movie that came out, because it didn't come out in theaters. I think the first time I realized something live action was complete dog crap was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The movie?
Dude.
Yeah, that movie was
Dude,
so
the actors
dog
to this
shit.
day apologize for that crappy movie.
That movie was so dog
Yeah,
shit.
dude, man. Awful. Damn.
Based
But
on the first book. That's fucking crazy.
You put freaking, I don't know, 30 episodes into an hour?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
SpongeBob can do it. I can do it.
Yeah, but SpongeBob was awesome. That's different. And it wasn't live action. It was still a cartoon. David Hasselhoff in it.
I had live action scenes.
Anyways. Yeah, there was like some... Yeah, like... We got a lot of misses, but we did get some hits. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
Fucking
like...
Angry Birds movie. Bro, that movie's so funny to me. Still to this day that shit got made. No.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. But yeah, like...
The scene every time we talk about movies and stuff that plays in my mind.
Yeah,
Where it's like,
yeah.
movie can be dog shit or whatever, and like people talking about stuff. It's like, I remember as a kid watching these like pretty much brain rot dog shit videos on YouTube talking about some video game movie but in real life or whatever. And then Angry Birds kept coming up. And then I remember when the movie came out. Now all the scenes that play in my head is when they're like all the pigs are there, and then one of them has like a plunger, and one of them, and then the other one puts it on. And he's like, moving them around. And I was like, this is a kids movie. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then all the scenes with Chuck. Those are pretty fun.
Yeah, and like before, like kids movies used to be like they would have some adult humor, but it was subtle enough that the adults would get it, and the kids would be like, "Why are you laughing?" Like, don't worry about it. Like Shrek, when they see like, so that's Lord Farquaad's castle. Do you think he's compensating for something? And then they just walk in, and Donkey's like, "The fuck?" Yeah,
Really? Keep him waiting. A man of his stature.
No, and then like they have that like double joke when he's like, I bet Lord Farquaad is a great man that you just can't measure up to. He's like, Yeah, I'll let you do that. Measuring when you meet him. Which could be like two meanings, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Oh my god,
Measuring
the
when you
scene
meet
where he's like looking at the magic mirror and he's on in the bed.
him. Yeah, he's like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, like, oh, magic mirror. Thelonious. You were saying?
You were saying?
Don't tell him anything.
And then the second one, where it's like, the fairy godmother. He's like, that's your mother? Donkey. And he's like,
Mama!
oh, look, a talking donkey. Or no, a talking horse.
Yeah. And then, like, when they're getting arrested, he's like, catnip.
Police
And then-
brutality, police brutality.
Yeah, and then he's like, this is definitely
That's not
catnip.
mine.
And he's like, oh, that's most certainly not mine.
That's not mine.
It's like a bag of cocaine. And then you got that tranny in the bar. Like,
The
"You
ugly
want some on
stepsister.
it, huh?" Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Who's asking?
Dude, it's so good. Just like even like Tangled. It's like the lady shows up at the bar or the inn or whatever, and he's like, "Whoa, I don't know. I ordered a nice tall glass of water," and just looks at her. No, and I'm like, "Hey," you know.
Yeah.
So it's like these nice little jokes that we got, especially Shrek, freaking comedic gold, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shrek.
So
Genius.
So good.
Even the third one. Actually, all of them, even as shitty as like they got after the second one, it was like they still got some pretty good humor on them.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy.
100%. Yeah.
Sign it. Sign it.
Oh, you signed it.
You signed
Some bull, man. Oh, you signed it.
Or the bagpiper scene.
I just love the blind mice in like every single one. Hey, I found some cheese. Ugh.
I don't remember them showing up in the third or fourth one.
No, like, then remember like even Shrek 1, like, there was like just subtle jokes. Like,
Yeah.
like quick. It's like,
Oh,
even
even
though
though
she-
rotten.
yeah, even though she lives with 7 other men, she's not easy. And I was like, hey.
Yeah.
I understood that reference. But
Fuck Steve Rogers. I got that reference.
yeah, please DreamWorks, do not sell to Disney, for the love of everything that's holy. You guys don't do perfect stuff, but damn, I don't want to see How to Train Your Dragon on Disney Plus. You know, I don't want to see She's Out of My League on Disney Plus. That's a phenomenal movie. Like How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek,
Madagascar.
Good stuff. Oh, Madagascar's DreamWorks.
Yeah. The penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my
maternity leave. You're all males.
Did we get it, Skipper? No. But on reverse.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I'm so happy right now. I could kiss you, monkey man. Oh, but you so darn ugly. It's like all traumatized right after. I love that movie. The fucking what is his name? Makunga, the fat lion from the second movie. I love how he's like, oh, anyone volunteer, the leader, and then he's like, I'll do it. You. It's like,
I guess not.
guess not. Oh, I guess I'll have to step up.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, he has himself and then right after, he's like, oh, don't go.
I tried to stop.
And then she turns around. He's like, I'm going to
And he's like, it's so good, man. I told him not to do it, but he still went anyways.
And then the Motomoto's thing, it's like, damn, girl, you big. You round.
It's like, what about, it's like, do you like anything? Well, you're huge, yeah, but other than that, why are we still talking? Enough talking.
Oh, I love that movie, man.
It's so good. And then like, it's like, this is crazy. Oh, sacrificing a giraffe into a volcano to some water It's no crazy.
Do you guys have any live people? No, only dead ones.
It's like, hey, you're back. It's like, yeah. I just looked at myself and I'm like, I'm actually covered in brown spots. That's great. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Kung Fu Panda's part of that too. He's a panda.
You're a panda.
You're a
What you
panda.
can do, big guy?
Sit on me. Don't tempt me.
Man, freaking Kung Fu Panda, that's great. Yeah, it's DreamWorks.
Yeah.
The third one got bad. I think the second one was still like alright.
Third one's alright. Second one is pretty good to me.
I was bothered that like the seven, they didn't get like the original voice actors like Jackie Chan and Angelina Jolie. Like they weren't there again. Like dude, that pretty much makes the movie, man.
They took a pretty big backseat after the first
Yeah,
one.
that pissed me off. I'm like, this should be like a whole team.
In the
thing.
second one, they're more prominent than the third. They do have their scenes in the third one.
I'd rather just keep watching the first one, to be honest. The first one is
I like
hype,
the second
man.
one. The second one definitely does deserve some credit where it's due.
There's the second one where he goes look for his family, the Kung Fu, the panda people or whatever.
No, that's the third one. The third one's with Kai, the buffalo dude with the chains.
Yeah.
The second one is with the Holocaust royal.
The bird.
The dude.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
The peacock. Yeah,
I like when
the
they're doing the
homicidal
whole like
peacock.
cannon thing.
Dude,
It's ridiculous, but it's
his
awesome.
fighting style, crazy.
Oh yeah, it's tight.
No, he's awesome. He's awesome.
The
Lord
Crane.
Shen.
That's what he's called, right? The crane.
No. I'm talking about the peacock, that the bad guy from the second movie. He's badass. Lord
Yeah.
Shen. Just a homicidal maniac.
Hey, he is a saint. He's nuts. Yeah. Like, I'd say probably like, but if like when I'm going to pick, because Kung Fu Panda isn't like a trilogy that I'm like, oh, if I'm gonna watch the first one, might as well watch the other ones. It's not like that. And I never go into like, oh, if I have the choice of the Kung Fu Panda movies, I'm always gonna pick the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
I love Kung Fu.
Aw. Come back and make some noodles.
And he fucking launches into the wall.
Yeah. I'm like, ah! It's like, there are no coincidences. I think this was a pretty big coincidence. No, the only way he could do Kung Fu is to get food.
Yeah.
It's like cookies and Top Shelf. I eat when I'm set, okay?
You're 10 feet above the ground. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I know. And then he was like, you can have enough food. Like, can I? Can you? And they go fight with chopsticks.
Monkey keeps his cookies on the top left. Not even 2 seconds later.
I
it's
love
already on
it.
the-
He's like, and you don't even take it seriously. Doing? Oh, that's it. Like, I had a nerve. My bad.
Yeah, all those movies are so good.
Yeah. Like, damn. And then, dude, I love Talon.
Yeah.
He's freaking awesome. Yeah, I just wish he didn't like die, you know? They just captured him again. Cause that whole like feather and then like with his tail, lock it up.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So cool. Tai Lung. And it just shows that he's not really the bad guy. It was Shifu the whole time.
Yeah.
Freaking dick. Terrible father. But anyways, Disney. Man, I really hope they almost bought Lord of the Rings. Did you know that?
No.
Back in the day when like Lord of the Rings was coming out, Bob Iger was his son, and I think it's in his book where he asked like, should I buy like, I guess all of Warner Brothers, and then his son's like, nah, it's okay, you shouldn't have. And it's like his son had more foresight than Bob Iger. Yeah, but damn, and like Lord of the Rings could have been much bigger.
Yeah.
Like because their release time was terrible. Like Warner Brothers was so worried about making their money back because it was a big gamble that they released it after a year.
Yeah.
So it was like year after year we would get Lord of the Rings movie.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, you know, we get 2 to 3 years of anticipation waiting for the next movie.
Yeah.
Because imagine if we got that. So like when did Fellowship come out? Like 2001, right?
Yep.
Um,
No. Might have been 2 because Return of the King's 2004. Or 2005, I think.
2001. So released in 2001, right?
Mm.
So okay, so imagine 2001, and then let's say they 2 years, let's say every 2 years. So
Mhm.
then we got it, another one 2003, and then we would get another one 2005. That's the same year Revenge of the Sith came out.
Mm.
Imagine getting Return of the King and Revenge of the Sith in the same year. Or better yet, make it 3 years each.
I would imagine it.
We got 2000, like imagine, so if they came out 2001, right? We could have got the two towers in between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith,
I would imagine
right?
it.
2004. And then 3 years after that, 2007.
Mhm.
2007, we get, boom, Return of the King. Dude.
I think I'm happy they released the way they did because I would have been 3 years old if Return of the King would have released in 2007.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
Not comprehensible enough for me to know what the hell was going on with that movie, so I'm fine with the way
It's
they
not like you
released.
watched Return of the King when you were 3. Did you?
My dad has been playing those movies for me for the longest time.
Well, maybe you had more appreciation for Fellowship.
I was super, super young when my dad made me watch the first couple. The first time. Like, he would read them to
Yeah.
me as bedtime story. He would read them to me in the middle of the day. Hell, I learned to read by reading those books.
Man, I should probably find Lord of the Rings in Portuguese. That'd be awesome. Read to my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are pretty hard to find, like the dub copies.
Yeah, I've tried to get The Hobbit in Korean. Maybe I'll do that when I'm out in Korea.
It would be a lot easier for sure.
Yeah, like I'll probably get yeah, I would like to get the comic. Have you seen the comic version of The Hobbit?
Mm.
I like to get that for because it's obviously a lot of words. It's not a comic. Like
Yeah,
you can call it a comic, but it ain't. I guess the illustrated
it's more of a graphic novel.
edition, yeah, in Korean, because I think my son would eat that up.
Yeah.
And I'd read it to him because he loves when my wife sings to him at night.
Yeah.
But yeah, brother. Yeah. Okay. Well, long story short, Disney sucks major cook.
Yes.
Yes, and the biggest problem with them is they could turn around whenever they want. They got this big old yacht that's taking forever, centuries to turn it around, but they got a rudder right in the middle that could just.
Yeah.
They could turn it around, man. They can't. They just have to like get rid of their ego.
Yeah,
But
it's
they-
my choice.
But here's the thing: they will not. They will not. So, like, they deserve all the criticism that we're throwing at them because they will still keep making crap.
Yeah.
And Peter Jackson, I'm highly disappointed in you, my friend. What the hell?
Yeah.
But it better be effing good, man. Or somebody's gonna receive something in the mail. With your help, by the way, since you're an expert.
I've never sent anything. Anywho, that's it for tonight's show. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow, if any of you show up. And yeah, guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, douchebags.